Buzz Williams joins us courtside. And Buzz, I'm not even going to ask you a question. I just want your thoughts after this one.
Yeah, just really thankful. I thought our guys tried really hard. I thought Oklahoma offensively were tremendous. I thought Coach Moser did literally a perfect job of taking advantage not only of their talent but of how we played defensively. And we were just playing from behind over and over and over. Credit to the character and the relationships within the group that they just hung around. And we're very fortunate to sneak out of here. It's hard to overcome a team making 14 threes and shooting the percentage that they did. If a team makes 14 threes and their three-point field goal percentage is better than their overall percentage, you should probably think that you lost by at least 30. And I don't think it's anything tactical. I just think it's the invisible things that many times are the most important. And I thought our guys just kind of kept hanging around, and we're very fortunate.
My biggest takeaway is just the belief.
That's what I was going to say. John used belief.
Because, I mean, when things just aren't happening right, and to your fault or not fault as far as your individual player, what you're doing, but when you run up against something like this, you didn't see that belief waver, which was amazing defensively what you do. And if you didn't have a horse in the race, this was an unbelievable game to watch. I don't care where you were or who you are. That was unreal, the punches back and forth.
Yeah, I think if you were watching and or even if you were here, you could see the effort. You could see the cohesiveness. You could see the try. They have really gifted offensive players. And Coach is a Final Four coach because he puts his guys in positions to be successful. And, man, I just thought our guys just hung around. And I thought they tried really hard. And to be able to, in many respects, not follow the specific recipe. Like we didn't we played the entire first half and didn't get a turkey.
Right.
And we played the first 10 minutes of the second half and finally got one.
Right.
And I used that third time. It was 10. And now it's kind of, sort of, maybe this could be a game. And we come out of the timeout and they score back-to-back. And I call it the third timeout. And I'm telling our guys, we got to get this back to a game. And we only got one timeout. And that last 10 minutes for our group to play with the tenacity that they played with, man, they, as I said Saturday, I think it's hard to quantify and grade guts, but I thought there was a lot of guts left on the court in Norman.
What I thought also, Buzz, was I don't know if I've ever seen both coaches take advantage of their timeouts more than you both did.
Your stuff out of timeouts was outstanding.
I mean,
it just
it ebbed.
I just think that it's going to be a possession game. Or you hope that it's going to be a possession game. And, you can spend time in practice on specials, and we do, specials that you're going to run once a month, sideline out of bounds for certain actions, out of bounds under for certain actions. And you guys have seen it, on game day we do 3-2-1. And I always tell our guys, hey, guys, these are the plays that I know you know. And now what we're going to do, 3-2-1, and they're going to be draw-ups. And in those draw-ups, I'm going to see if I like them. And I'm never going to call them unless I draw it up for you again. But as this conference season unfolds, particularly when you play all of your mirror games before the bye, we have to accumulate some reps in 3-2-1 that these draw-ups become plays that I know that I could call in live action. And now I can take some from the vault and move those into 3-2-1 because it's going to be like I was telling them at the 8-minute timeout. I was telling them at the 4-minute timeout. I think the 4-minute timeout was at 3:41. And I was breaking down the numbers relative to the score, relative to turkeys, and that's kind of how we calculate math. And I kept telling them, guys, if you're in a complete disaster, you can call the timeout, but I've got to hold it. This is going to be a one-possession game. I have to hold it. And when I burned the third one, which is rare, that I use it that early. But like I told them, guys, I had to call that. It was about to turn into a double skull.
Yeah.
I had to call it to see if it could turn.
And it did.
Yeah, and it did. And then I'm watching those guys step on their tongues for about 7.5 minutes.
You got
and Solo's like pointing at me, and I'm pointing at him like, hey, I got you. Good job.
But they didn't stay out long. They stay out long.
Talking about, man, he's subbing you out. And then what about subbing Jay Lee in on the free throw?
Yeah, he was in for like 5 seconds.
No.
He was.
The clock never went
never
off.
moved. It never. Yeah, there was.
But
no
Andy
second.
did get a drink of water.
Yeah.
And then we're playing Andy We're playing a bad mixed match group, trying to get us another down back before the next media.
Block, rebound, makes Godwin foul him to get the 1-and-1. Ball on the deck, held ball. I mean, you just look at all.
There
those
were a
things.
lot of jump balls in the second half. I think 3, maybe 4. I guess it was 3.
A hard-fought game on both sides. I mean, it was an important, and you take one on and get one of these on the road and battle the way you battled to do is unbelievable.
And then play the last game on Wednesday night, and then play a top 5 opponent.
Yeah, okay.
In 52 hours. So.
Welcome to the SEC, right?
Exactly.
If I get your thoughts on Zoo, though, the 34 by Zurich Phelps tonight. I know you stole 27 seconds for him. I think he came out just before.
He's just so tough.
He's got a confidence, Buzz.
He's the same person with the best smile of any player I've ever coached. He comes ready to work every single day. He's taking notes in the film room like it's for his doctoral dissertation. For him to care about our organization at the level that he does, considering he moved here on Memorial Day, speaks to how his parents raised him, speaks to the relationships he had before he moved to College Station with the kids on our team. The things that he's saying in the huddle are the things that you would want a guy that's been with you for 4 years to say. And he commands that level of respect, not because of his newness to the program. He commands that level of respect because of his approach to his work every single day. He has the injury, and we call it factory hours, and that means 3 times a day. Every coach says double days. Factory hours means we're going to do it 3 times a day. He's on factory hours with Eddie doing rehab, and without being sarcastic, there's literally no rehab you can do the first 20 days of his injury. And I'm like, Zoo, I appreciate you being in there, but really there's not anything going on. And he said, Coach, they're putting that wand on me. And I go, yeah, I know, but you can carry that wand home. Like that wand.
I'm trying.
I'm sure there's some Google article that says it's working, and maybe it is, but like he's in there before school. He's in there at lunchtime. He's in there in the evening. And he's the same way when he's healthy. He's going to get a skill workout in every single day. And, I mean, you guys saw it today. I was chattering at him as soon as we finished praying this morning. Like, he was playing so hard in shoot-around, like flying around. And I told him at about 20 minutes into it, I go, hey, man, I'm going to sub you out. And he's like, why? I go, because you're going to have to play extra minutes, goof. And I know you're excited, but like.
Yeah, how about this, though, Buzz? He's played more minutes tonight. More was asked of him than ever before, and he only had 2 turnovers.
And that's why that's not exclusively why we won. But if you're going to play without one of the better players to have ever put on a Texas A&M uniform, whose usage rate is as high as any player that's ever played for Texas A&M. And you're going to remove him. And as talented as Zoo is, hey, man, here's the ball. And if you can, we would like you to score more than 30. And also, if you don't score 30, we need you to lead our team in assists. And also, do not give the ball to the other team. And I know that you're the best perimeter defender we have. And arguably, you're going to spend more time guarding the highest usage rate freshman ever in the SEC. Number 0's usage rate is number 1 in the SEC. And I haven't been in the SEC very long, and there's been a lot of one-and-dones in the time that I've been in the SEC. I've never seen a usage rate of a freshman perimeter player as high as it is. And Zoo, you need to guard him too.
And come up with 3 steals.
And
5 boards, was it?
Yeah, and I was hollering at him at halftime that he wasn't on the glass.
You can do that. You can. It worked. It worked.
We need you to be near perfect. How about that?
Basically.
And then coach in the huddles so I don't have to say anything.
Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
guys.
Congratulations. You bet, Buzz.